So what's the first thing that comes to mind when I say the word ecology?
Environment? Nature.
I think of ecological systems, plants and animals and how they interact.
Good.
Interactions between ecosystems and organisms.
Good.
I think of trees and frogs.
First thing?
Yeah, like
Green
first thing-
trees.
I always think of like the environment and like all of the things that kind of like coexist within an environment.
Trees, nature.
When I think of ecology, the first thing that comes to mind is basically the cycle and relationships between different organisms as well as humans, how our actions and how other organisms' actions relate to one another, which causes differences or changes in our environment.
I think of organisms interacting. Living organisms interacting.
Is it important for food to be grown organically and locally?
I think it depends on whether or not it's necessary to use chemicals or like oil and that to transport foods. If there are efficient ways to move food from distant areas, I don't think there would be an issue with that.
Yeah, I think it saves energy to grow it locally, and still a little uncertain about whether organic is good or not. Have to do more research.
Yeah, it's higher quality and also supports local economy, right? And it's more fresh, just better.
It helps, I guess, local environments and businesses and not importing things from overseas.
That's a hard one actually. We should support our local industries, but I don't think it's the one thing that we absolutely need to do.
Right.
There are other things we can, deal with, like plastic bags, stuff like that, to save the environment.
I personally think so, yeah.
Okay. And why is that, do you think?
Well, I think that on like kind of larger scale farms, you do lose that sort of personal connection that people have to their food. So people only know that like their carrots come from the grocery store. They don't know that carrots come from the ground. So I think it's important to kind of include the community in food, because I think food generally is a community thing.
I think it's very important because a lot of us consumers don't know where our food originates from, and as local farmers and organic farmers, they are more valuable options to purchase our food from, and as well as to support our local community.
I'm going to list a few things. You tell me what you think is important today in society and what we need to focus more on by saying yes or no. Food security. Yes.
Definitely an issue. Food and water as well.
Yes.
Of course, yes.
Yes.
Important, yes.
Yes. Yes.
And rising oil prices?
I think we'll see that kind of diminish in value over time as renewable resources come into effect.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Important.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
And increased urbanization?
No.
Yes.
I don't think that's a threat now.
I don't know.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
I don't think that's a huge issue right now.
No.